Hello, this is Iqbal Singh Rana, CEO of Corporate Productivity Consulting. Today, I'm sharing with you some of my thoughts on a very important topic of how do you convince your boss. Before I go into the guidelines which will help you improve your convincing, there are three prerequisites of a good convincing. The first is, are you yourself convinced on the proposal that you're going to put up? Which means you have all the facts and figures, you know how it will get implemented, what are the benefits it will accrue, and you have collected all this information beforehand. The second prerequisite is that you understand the background, you understand the situation in context of which the proposal is going to get discussed. You know that situation very well, you know what is happening. And the third prerequisite is, you know your boss, you know his buying criteria, you know his decision making criteria, you know how does he react to various situations, you know this already. And basis on these three prerequisites only, you should be looking at how do I improve my convincing the boss. So there are overall 5 guidelines, I'll say, which are important. The first important guideline is, don't propose upfront. Yes, don't propose in the beginning. I've seen many people, when they go to the boss for a meeting, within about a minute or so, they put up the proposal to him. And after that, the balance time goes into only defending your proposal, where the boss says it will not work, this is not at the right time, and you come back a little dejected. Ideally, I'll say a proposal should only come towards the last 15% of the time which you are putting for the meeting. Why I'm saying last 10-15%? Which means if your meeting overall is for 15 minutes, then accordingly it's last 3 minutes. If your proposal is very complex and it is quite at stake, maybe the meeting may last for 2 hours. So which means you should only put up your proposal in the last 10-15 minutes, 10-15% of the time. The second very important thing is that you should initiate your conversation with the boss by talking of the situation in that context, as to what is happening currently, what are the things which are getting affected, how the situation is impacting the business or that function. The third important guideline is that based on the situation assessment and discussion, your probing should now lead towards the challenges, the difficulties, the problems which may happen if something is not done. If you could further extend these probings to what are the pain points it may hit for the boss or for the organization, and therefore there's a need to do something about it. Mind you, till this time in whole of this discussion, you have still not put up the proposal. Even if the boss says, oh, what is your proposal for this, you still need to postpone. The visible signal which you need to find at this time is the boss feeling the need to change the current situation? Do you find some signals where it shows that he is eager to locate some solution and work on it? And this takes us to the fourth guideline, which is, if you find that there are signals where the boss will be receptive to the proposal, now is the time to put up the proposal. As I said, that by this time, about 75-80% of the time has only gone into probing and discussing. You have still not put up the proposal. And now in the fourth guideline, when you put up the proposal, and if there are any questions, if there are any doubts, any queries by the boss, you naturally need to have the facts and figures so as to answer those. Mind you, at this time the boss is already predisposed towards finding a proposal, because you have taken his state to that level where he was feeling the pain. He was feeling a little disturbed about the existing situation and he wanted to do something about it. And After you put up the proposal, you have answered his questions, you have settled his mind on those things. The fifth guideline is that you need to quickly close by getting his agreement. And by getting his agreement, it also means if there is certain decision which he has to take, if there is certain paper he has to sign, if there is some mail which he has to shoot off to the staff, any of these decisions or actions happens immediately, so that you know that the proposal is through and you have been able to convince the boss. That's for today. Maybe sometime soon we'll come out with some other interesting topic with you. Till that time, goodbye.